After getting within one win of reaching the Super Bowl, the Washington Commanders officially opened up training camp today up in Ashburn, where there are extremely high hopes and expectations. Coach Dan Quinn and offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury are back for their second year, along with quarterback Jaden Daniels. There are some new faces and some big question marks regarding this year's team. Let's send it to Craig Loper and James Kattato for a day one recap.
Well, I don't know if it's been published or put in a headline or something like that, but the theme I'm going with for the 2025 Washington Commanders, all in, and it's very indicative from the offseason moves by general manager Adam Peters, Deebo Samuel, Laramie Tunzel, just signing Von Miller a few days ago. This group is looking to build on that 12-5 regular season and, of course, the appearance in the NFC Championship game. All right, Craig Loper and James Kattato here in Ashburn, Virginia. Welcome in as we are here, James, and it feels a lot different compared to a year ago.
It absolutely feels a lot different, and I think that's because the culture has been set. I think a question that was asked this morning that was great was, you had expectations for yourselves as a team, but nobody in the outside world expected the Washington Commanders to be as good as they were last season. They were one win away from the Super Bowl. Obviously, The Eagles winning the whole thing, but you got to take a little bit of comfort in knowing you lost to the best.
I mentioned it exactly. I mentioned all those big names. One key name that was not here is a huge piece of this puzzle. Terry McLaurin, of course, in a contract holdout. Dan Quinn asked about it. Jaden Daniels asked about it Wednesday morning at the podium.
It's part of, the business of the NFL. And, I don't judge it or get too worked up about it. I know Adam and his team they're working as hard as they can, with Terry. And so the best thing I can do, honestly, in this space is put all the attention and the focus to go doing we love them. So I know they're working really hard to go do that.
If this was last year, it'd probably be different because we didn't know each other. But now, since we have a whole year under our belt and just the relationship we built on and off the field, and we don't really have egos when it comes to our relationship with each other. So it's going to be seamless. But I know Terry's working, though.
You heard DQ right there. At the end of the day, this is all business, and Scary Terry and the Commanders trying to make a business decision, make a deal. Terry, around that $15 million per year mark, he wants to make $30 million. That would put him in the upper echelon of wide receivers in the NFL in terms of pay. The Garrett Wilsons, the DK Metcalfs, who just got paid this past offseason. Craig, I think Terry is deserving of that money.
Yeah, no doubt about it, right? He's a pillar for this franchise, a career high in touchdowns last year. They have a quarterback. And when you have a quarterback, especially on a rookie deal, you can afford to pay a wide receiver who's about to turn 30 September 15th, around that $30 million per year mark. I think the deal gets done in the coming days. Really pivoting in his game, Jaden Daniels entering year two. He's going to have to make some adjustments to defensive coordinators. He was also at the mic Wednesday, asked about coming into year two and that continued improvement.
Even going from last year to this year, obviously last offseason was completely different for me because I was preparing for the NFL and the draft. And then now it's my first one, so being on the same page with Cliff and knowing how he calls plays. So I would probably say that's the biggest thing from last training camp to now, last offseason to now.
JD5 coming off that Rookie of the Year campaign last season. Now, there's no fans in attendance the next couple of days, but really the juice was still out here. Guys, even without pads on, competing as if, the Super Bowl's right around the corner, so to speak.
Yeah, Dan Quinn has said it today, and he's been saying it's that Commander standard that he's trying to implement into this franchise, this city that's been dying for some good football for a long time. It looks like they're finally starting to get it.
Indeed, it does. All right, coming up tomorrow, we got a lot of local angles. We're going to talk about Bobby Price, Jalen Holmes. How about Darryl Tapp in year two as the defensive line coach here for the Commanders? We're going to get it all into that on Thursday. For James Kattato, I'm Craig Loper reporting from Ashburn for the Sports Wrap.